investigator. We're about to see. He said he knows we're gonna video, so we shouldn't have any problems here. I want to video the evidence, the lack of evidence for them, but evidence for us nonetheless. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. This is facing around with you. Alright. Yeah, can you bring that? I'm going to bring the coffee cup. I don't know how far this is going to make it. They should make the mask with like a coffee cup, like one of them twirly straws, and then, because like the quirlier or the crazier you make the straw, it's like the virus isn't this crazy. It's not going to come all the way up the straw. You know what I mean? I don't... Do you follow what I'm saying, or am I the only one here? Okay, cool. No, I mean, fuck that, because that's the outside of the straw. They could cough on that. Actually, why do you have to get all technical with everything? Is this Sawyer? Yeah, this is Sawyer. Good. And it's Lieutenant what? Lobby is closing till 5th. Any kind of book. Hi, my name is Jason Cotter with Devin Caswell, and we're here to meet with Lieutenant, man, I suck at that. Yeah.
What was your name again, sir?
Jason Cotter and Devin Caswell.
You're in the lobby.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
The only thing, man, the worst part about this right now is like, are we gonna have enough time to get? I don't ever through every half of it even. I don't know. I don't think so. I hope you watched videos so we could just reference them. Mm-hmm. Having to watch them today is gonna suck.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right.
So, who wants to go first? The lobby's closed.
Oh, we won't be separated, sir.
Yeah, you gotta be separated.
Oh, see, none of us are comfortable. She was actually, when we were in the car, she said, I hope they don't try to separate us.
Yeah, well, that's a part of any investigation, you know what I mean? You always separate. We always separate. How would you feel when I go to interview the officers? Would you like them separated, or would you like me to interview all three together?
I actually, if we could interview them all together, that'd be great.
Okay, well, that's not the way an investigation works.
The thing is, yeah, I don't think we're very comfortable with that. So is there anything we can settle together? Like, I mean, I would want to be in contact with somebody. Separating us just seems like another tactic to, that's the whole thing with getting split up and another tactic to divide and conquer and to make a, like, it just seems like that'd be, I don't understand. If there's some, I understand you might need to ask her what happened that day and to get a statement on her own. And that would be fine.
There you go. Yes.
But we, and she has no problem telling you what happened. I'll be completely silent. But I do not trust my girlfriend alone with police. We've been sexually assaulted. We're intimidated. That's our whole thing. So if you want to do it over the phone to do, then That would be fine. I don't think there's anything saying we have to be in a police department to complete what we need to do to file the complaint is what I'm saying. So if we have to do it over the phone so as to not be separate, but that's going to be a big hassle because there's a lot of videos that are referenced. I don't trust her alone police. She doesn't want to be alone with police.
I understand that. So if you don't want to be interviewed, that's fine. What about you?
No, we want to be interviewed, but we're not going to be separated.
Okay, do you feel comfortable being interviewed by yourself with just me and you in there?
I'm not going to leave her alone. No, I'm never going to leave her alone.
Well, what if she drives back to Clintonville, or do you have some shopping to do, ma'am?
No, we're here together, sir.
Okay.
This is awfully rude.
Okay, you want me to say my name?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Lieutenant Staines from the Clintonville Police Department.
Okay, and so you don't want to follow through with this complaint simply because we want to be together? I don't even know you. You haven't even introduced yourself formally. I haven't even, and you want me to just walk off or her to drive off while I'm here with no ride anywhere? Come on, you're being unreasonable, sir. We're here, we drove here to meet you. There's nothing saying we have to come to a police station more. We've been to enough police stations. I think we've satisfied our requirement. I'm asking you, knowing what's happened to us, the nature of our complaints, which is victimization by a police department, sexual and otherwise, PTSD being triggered, that you would have a little compassion here and allow us to be together while we talk about the difficult shit that we had to go through. You're basically telling me, no, I'm going to make her recount everything that fucking dirty pig did to her, and I'm going to make her do it without you there. It's going to be me, Jason. I'm going to be her support animal. Like, come on, man. Have a heart here.
If you watch your videos, when we spoke on the phone, I said I'd like to get a statement from you, and you guys said great. Actually, she didn't because I was talking to you. And you said, great, absolutely. I said,
absolutely.
Where would you like to do it? I understand you don't want to go to the Clintonville Police Department. Would you come to the I understand you don't want to go to the Clintonville Police Department.
Correct.
Would you come to the Clintonville Police Department?
And here we are.
Yes.
Here we are.
So I didn't force you to come.
No,
Jason.
and I'm saying here we are,
but free will.
The new element you just introduced is that you'd like to separate us. And what I'm saying is we're going to be talking about some very difficult things. And if you don't understand PTSD or what sexual assault does to a person, maybe I could give you some time to talk to some people about the detrimental effect that then you would be having on her for making her recount that shit without me there for her.
Okay, like I said, if she doesn't want to talk to me, that's
she
that's
wants
fine.
to don't twist the words. We would like to talk to you.
She doesn't want to talk to me.
We
right
are
now at the
here.
police station.
No, yes, we would. But we should, under no circumstances, are we going to recount the events that happened to us alone, unless a judge says that that's what has to. For you to say that that's the only way you're willing to follow through with the complaint would absolutely, that would be unprecedented.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you want a complete and thorough investigation?
Sure.
Okay. A complete and thorough investigation is separating all parties involved to get their side of the story.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Because I don't want to taint the investigation at all.
Okay.
So if you don't want to be interviewed separate at the police department here, that's fine. All right. I'm not going to force you. You're here at your own free will. So how can I interview then? Do you want to go home
what
and
I'm
call
saying
me on the phone?
is, if you would like to, I'm saying we're here and we have things to say to you. You could at least do that as a group. We've set aside this time. We drove all the way here from Clintonville, so under no circumstances is that going to. And I don't want to go head to head. I'm not trying to lock horns with you, but excuse me. We are here to talk to you and to finish this. But if you're saying that the only way you're willing to do that is for us to go home and for her to call you while I'm sitting there while she's on speakerphone, and if that makes more sense to you, that's how you would like to. I mean, I don't understand
You
it,
just
sir.
suggested being interviewed on the phone. I was just simply trying to accommodate.
What I'm saying is that could happen. So there's nothing saying we have to be separate right now. That is a bomb that has just been dropped on us. We have had no time to even. So there's nothing saying that you can't speak to us.
Yeah,
we have
I'll
been sexually assaulted by the police department.
I will speak with you, and I will listen to what you have to say together. But I'm not going to interview you guys and talk about the incident specifics because.
Oh no, that's impossible. So
if you want,
would you talk to us if we go out in the car and call you right back, and we'll file our complaint that way?
Here's what you want. If you guys want to come inside together, and you want to state your side of the story, I'll listen to your side.
I don't want to just state it. I'm here to do stuff absolutely, but this is all part of furthering it. I'm not here to just talk your ear off, sir. What I'm saying is, if you follow the reasoning to the point, and I don't want to just lock horns with you, I feel like I'm just chasing my tail. We can't even get past the point where I get to tell you what the fuck happened to us. You're going to stand here with red tape,
I'm offering you right
but I
now
could go
to do
home
it.
and call you, and that would be fine. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
what-
drive home. We'll go right into the car, and we'll be waiting for your call, and then you could take our statements. And then we'll come in and talk to you together, because you won't need to separate us anymore, because you'll have already taken our statements individually, but then she won't have to do it without any support at all. I don't see the sense that this makes.
Okay. So, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
What is your purpose today? What is your goal coming here?
Well, I filed a complaint, and you
Yes.
said you're the investigator.
Yep, and I have a complaint right here.
Okay, and so what is
And
your
I
goal?
have,
I
my
don't-
goal is, first off, is to decipher your complaint, because
Okay.
did you file this like recently after it happened?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
because I can tell you're upset in the complaint.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So some of them, like you, ma'am, I was able to understand your complaint a little bit better. Yours, I can't, just
Okay.
because of some of the penmanship and things like that.
Okay.
So what I was hoping to do is getting a good detailed statement from you about what happened,
And is there any reason she couldn't be there while I was doing that?
because she was witness to it. Now,
But
anytime
she's going to be there
anytime-
while I talk to you on the phone, sir.
Jason, anytime there is an investigation, we separate all involved who are there, so it doesn't taint the investigation.
I understand
Okay.
that.
All right. So that's what I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do is give you the best possible investigation that I can.
She's not prepared to be just let loose with a police officer. We don't even know. This place looks dead. So basically, this looks sketchy as hell. And if you think, if you've read anything in that complaint, for you to even suggest that I send her on her way with you is absolutely insensitive. 100% insensitive to what happened to us.
Okay. People
Wouldn't
come
you-
in here all the time to report crimes and they're
Mhm.
victims of crimes.
Right.
And they have no problem coming in here because I'm recording just as you are.
So they were
And-
recording when they did this shit to us. Recording don't mean anything. I was recording when they
Well,
did this
then
shit to
if
us.
The recording doesn't mean anything. Why are you recording?
Because it's going to be documented. Why?
Okay, well, that's great.
Are you the These are the questions you're asking me?
No, because you're contradicting
Oh my
yourself,
God.
Jason.
No,
I'm just trying
no,
to
no.
accommodate
What
you
I'm
the best
telling
way
you is we
possible.
have PTSD. Now,
Okay.
this shit was set off by the police department, sexually assaulting us while they were recording, while I was recording. So, no, that does not give you any layer of safety against having your shit grabbed. Sexually assaulted, it doesn't even provide safety against that. Yet, here I am recording because if anything is done, then it will at least be documented, and that's why I'm doing this. I used to think it provided me safety. I used to think a badge was a level of safety. That sucked. That changed, and that's what I'm here to talk about. But all you're interested in is separating us. But you're saying that we could. So if we drive back to Clintonville, then we could give you a phone call, and you could take our statements over the phone. You're willing to take our statements over the phone?
I just want to get a statement from you. If you don't want to do it that way, I don't know how to do it.
I want to
Jason.
give you a statement.
How about this? Can we just go over your complaint?
I want to give you a whole statement with, and we're right here. I mean, what would you want to do? Wait out in the car while I give a whole statement, and then for your statement, I'll at least provide all the evidence, so then you could reference it. That would be better. Just lock the doors. Do give me your assurance that nobody's going to bother her from your
Like,
department.
do you have a cell phone on you, man? If someone bothers you, call 911 and an officer will be there.
Well, I'm worried it's going to be an officer bothering her.
But-
So I have your word that I wish I wouldn't get
Jason,
laughed at.
I-
Please, not another motherfucker to
Jason,
laugh at
I
me
can't
over
give
this,
you my
man.
word on that no one will bother her. You just like I can't give you my word that if you walk out this door, a car doesn't hit you. I can't do that.
I'm
So
saying
I'm
is
trying
a
to be
police
honest.
officer going to bother her?
I don't
Being parked
believe
in the
so.
police department parking lot. That's all I want to know, and you laugh at me. Why can't you just say no? No, don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
believe so because it is possible that an occupied auto by the police department, someone might come up and say, "Hey, ma'am, can I help you with something?" And then she can say, "I'm waiting for my boyfriend. He's inside giving a statement." And he'll probably say, he or she will say, "Okay," and be on his or her way.
Are you comfortable with that? And then you can watch it. I don't like it either, but obviously otherwise we're going to be made to be bad guys again, because I don't get why we could go home and call and make a statement, but we can't just do it here. I don't. Okay. So yeah, but for the other statement, then for her statement, she'll come in, she'll call you, and then you guys can, I mean, maybe on the ride home, I don't know, and then you could take her statement because we experienced these events together. Now I know I can't speak for her, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, she will speak to you out of row. But she doesn't know the things I'm about to tell you as far as legal stuff, because when we spoke on the phone, you described several crimes that the Clintonville Police Department committed against us, but you described them like they weren't crimes. You know what I mean? So, like that part of it, she might not, and I might not. I'm not no lawyer, but she wants my support, and I want hers. And I want you to take that amount of support away, the least amount as required by law, which means if we're not required to be a part, we don't want to be a part.
You're required to be a part, but hang on, I have a solution for you. Okay, because of the PTSD and the charges, they have advocates, and one of them is like the safe haven here in town. Okay. So what you can do, and I can give you a number if you want, you can contact an advocate, and when I do interview her, that advocate could be there just as support. Was that okay?
Okay, we will talk about that.
Okay, yeah. Is that a compromise?
Yeah, it is, but
Okay,
we don't want to hold up any of the investigation. So if she would be...
Excuse me?
Do I need a mask?
Right in here, you don't necessarily. If you just filter your, can we talk outside, Jason?
Yeah,
Since
that's
we're not in close proximity. All you do is just push that. That's for dispatch, and then they'll help you. Okay?
Please.
Yep. So would that be an option?
Yeah,
If you would do that.
You won't take them over the phone. You
What's
wouldn't. You wouldn't take, because then she wouldn't need the whole advocacy or to involve another party. Like, we want to get this going. We just also want.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we also want to, like I said, the least amount required by law, which means if
Okay.
we're not required to be a part, then we don't want to be. I mean,
Okay.
that's the thing. So if we're not required by law to be a part, then I'd hope that you wouldn't stall any more of the
I
investigation.
wouldn't, Jason. If I think that you guys will be together, it's fine. But you have seen movies. I have been a cop for over 20 years. Anytime we investigate anything, we separate all involved parties so there's no tainting going on.
Okay.
And then we talk to each other. Okay, that's been
Okay.
a common practice. I learned that in the academy 20 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, so I am just offering that as compromise. An advocate. I know you don't want to involve any other people, but if that will help her, then it might be worth it. But that's up to you guys to decide, maybe at a later date or whatever.
Even if she was just able to describe what happened to her, that's the thing, is she's not going to talk about like the illegality, like what she thinks is illegal. Maybe she will. I mean, I'm sure she knows sexual. I'm trying not to speak for her, but like she doesn't know like Rodriguez versus United States and detainment for dogs and being profiled and stuff. She just knows it's wrong or knows what happened to her. So I have no problem, and she has no problem describing to you what happened to her and what happened that night. But I wouldn't want her to do it with just you, her, but the advocacy person like that, or over the phone. Like, are you able to take it over the phone?
For a complete and thorough investigation, I would prefer not to.
Okay.
But if that's the only way to do it,
It's
I'm
not.
going to take
I don't
what
want to
get.
play hardball with
well,
you. I'm not going to do that.
Get,
No,
you know what I
I
mean?
understand.
So
what do you...
and we don't have to decide that right now. If she wants to go in the vehicle, and you can think about your options, ma'am, and then when we come back, when I'm done talking to you, then we can come up with the next step. Take one step at a time.
How about I'll
that
talk
fair?
to you when we're done. Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
So do you want me to walk you to your car? Are
No,
you okay?
no, she's okay. Are you okay, babe? All right.
Sure.
No, it's okay. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Lock the doors, okay?
Yep. Okay.
All right,
So
okay.
just hang on. The next thing is a secure facility. So I'm fine with you recording, but until we get to the interview room, I ask that you not record the police department. Okay.
Would you
so
mind?
it will be off record for probably 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then you can record, and we won't start the interview until the phone is recording again. Okay.
Okay.